Marvel Tokon, right as I got onto a plane, released a whole bunch of new footage, like 12 minutes of the game just operating and functioning, which is literally what we've been talking about for the past like month and a half. How does things work? How is it going to be? How Strive-like is it? How Marvel-like is it? How Dragon Ball is it? And the early interpretation is people telling me that it is Grand Blue-like. And I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. People making no sense over here. So anyway, let me pull over the video. I'm extra bright. I do have lights on me. I do have lights on me. Hold on a sec. Let me go back over here, and I'm going to pull over the footage, and let's just take a look at this. I want extra high quality. They put it in 1080p? What? Okay, we're taking this. I'll take it.
皆さんこんにちは。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズディレクターパチこと関根和人です。
Right.
この後の映像では基本操作やゲームルールをご紹介します。まだ開発中のものですが、8月のエボにて世界初私有を出展します。
Yo, Locke, thank you.
ぜひこの動画を見て予習してきてください。皆さんの私有とフィードバックを楽しみにしています。それでは、ご覧ください。
Yes, please.
Battles are 4v4 in a 3 out of 5 round format.
What?
The 4 characters on your team share a single vital gauge.
My dude. My dude. 3 round 4v4. Go back.
Format. The 4 characters on your team share a single vital gauge. A KO is achieved by reducing the opposing team's vital gauge to 0.
So yeah, it's pretty much as we thought it is, right? It's pretty much literally as we thought, but it's multiple rounds? So I thought the life bar was going to last a long time. No, you get destroyed.
Earning you a round win. The team who takes 3 rounds first wins the match.
Yeah, I like the UI.
The assemble gauge sits just below the vital gauge and is used for assist-related mechanics. On the bottom of the screen, you can see your skill gauge. This is needed to perform powerful skills with your lead character. The first round of a match starts off in a 2v2 format.
Right.
Executing a successful throw or landing certain special moves in just the right location sends the opponent flying and triggers a stage transition, reuniting you with your third and then fourth ally.
So wait a minute, my dude. Successfully throwing or stage transitioning gives you access to your other characters? Like a comic book? What the? Like a comic book? That's wild. That's so bizarre.
Your allies also meet up with you when you slam the opponent into the stage corner or lose a round.
KO! So, okay, so your allies are technically a comeback mechanic. Technically? This is bizarre, but I love this whole thing they have going on here. This is so sick, dude.
Ally. Your allies also meet up with you when you slam the opponent into the stage corner or lose a round.
Really?
Round 2. When an ally meets up with you, the maximum values for your vital gauge and skill gauge also increase. Try to get your team together as fast as you can in order to reach your team's full potential.
Bro, what is this, a battle royale? Like, get all the buffs as quick as you can? Like, you get more health and more of this gauge too? What the shit? What the? Increased health? Okay. This is so crazy.
Here's a look at the button layouts for both controller and arcade stick. Please
chill. LMH, yeah, we already predicted that. Assemble, that's a unique button. There's also a unique attack button. I wonder if that's like key. I wonder if that's like a character's key button. Quick skill. Oh, these are probably shortcuts. These are shortcuts, dude. Interesting.
Keep in mind that these are
5-button fighter, yeah.
Layouts. But feel free to mix things up in the key config menu to come up with a custom layout that suits your needs and playstyle.
So there's definitely going to be directional tagging stuff. That's going to be all over the place. They have to do like, it's the same angle order where it's like left, right, down. They have to do that.
Options, such as the
there's
ability
motion
to
inputs,
set
yeah.
macros for simultaneous button presses, will also be available. Feel free to take a screenshot here and start considering a layout that works for you. Basic moves. Left and right directional inputs move your character forward or backward. Upward inputs perform a jump,
Right.
and downward inputs perform a crouch.
Yes.
Quickly tap forward twice or
God.
press the dash button
Come
to
on.
perform a dash.
Give it to me.
Quickly tap back twice or press back and the dash button to perform a back dash. Dashes and back dashes can also be performed mid-air.
No way. Oh,
Input another upward direction
that has traditional air dashing. They don't look super fast. They look like Guilty Gear air dashes, you know?
during a jump to perform a double jump. Quickly tapping down before jumping from the ground lets you perform a high jump.
Ooh.
You can block the opponent's attacks by inputting a back direction. Back, while standing, performs a standing block. Down and back performs a crouching block.
Amazing.
And back while jumping performs an aerial block. There are 3 types of normal attacks.
Normal attacks.
Medium, and heavy. Each attack has variations that can be used while jumping or crouching. These attacks can also change when combined with directional inputs,
Remember, this is the beginner's guide. You're right. You're right.
such as
You're right.
pressing forward and heavy or down and heavy in midair. Unique attacks, activated with the unique attack button, perform actions distinct to a character's abilities.
Damn Star-Lord, though.
Captain America throws his shield in a special trajectory.
It is like a key button, dude. So there's literally a gimmick button. Every character has a gimmick button. And that's kind of what like key was. Like everybody's key attack was sort of different in Dragon Ball. Is it more Blaze Blue stuff? Injustice also has quite literally a gimmick button. So it's really not that. It's in several games. Is it more Blaze Blue-ish? I'll take your guys' word for it.
Iron Man fires his repulsor blasts.
He gets
Ms.
key.
Marvel extends her arm to
She doesn't.
move. Storm creates a gust of wind across the screen. Star-Lord swaps the element in his element gun. Doctor Doom creates a shield that defends against
Oh,
projectiles.
I love it. I love it.
Some characters' unique attacks feature variations when combined
Oh, so directional with unique. Oh, there's even more.
with different directional inputs. Each character has their own set of special moves called skills. You can perform a variety of skills using different combinations of directional inputs and the skill button. Press the skill button, medium, and a directional input to perform a variation of that skill. Pressing the skill button, heavy, and a directional input
Is this like an
costs
EX?
you 25 skill gauge, but
Yeah.
allows you to use the
So that's very Dragon Ball-ish, right? Special moves and EX specials.
EX version of that skill,
Yup, pretty
called
much.
an extra skill. Skills are not limited to the skill button. Command inputs can also be used to perform
He has a charging
skills.
star.
Skills performed with command inputs deal slightly more damage. Super skills are powerful
Super
special
skills.
moves that cost 50 skill gauge. They can be activated by pressing the skill button, medium, and heavy simultaneously. Ultimate skills pack even more
Right.
of a punch and cost 100 skill.
Oh, is that what it said? More damage on motion inputs? Wow. Wow. I didn't think they would go that far, but they went that far.
Skill gauge. They can be activated by pressing the skill button, medium, heavy, and forward simultaneously.
Oh, these are good.
Both super and ultimate skills can deal
Oh, dude, no. No, 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 no. Oh, God, this is an Arc System Works game. It definitely is. My demon, the half circle back forward. Oh, no.
simultaneously. Both super and ultimate skills can deal serious damage when worked into a combo. Link Attack allows you to perform a combo by pressing attack buttons repeatedly. Press light repeatedly to execute a light route combo. This combo calls in allies to perform a series of attacks before using a skill attack.
Got it. So they are that whole team up thing is quite literally the Dragon Ball Fighters auto combo. Yeah, it's literally just like Dragon Ball. I'm assuming right after this is going to be a medium, medium, medium that goes into a super, and a heavy, heavy, heavy that goes like into a level 3, you know?
Sending the opponent flying. Press medium repeatedly to execute a medium route combo. This combo features a skill attack and finishes with a super skill. Press heavy repeatedly to execute a heavy route combo. This heavy hitting combo features an extra skill before ending with an ultimate skill.
Bro, what is the damage? 50% life for an auto combo,
during
dang.
the link attack as well, such as going from light to medium to heavy.
You must allow this.
The assist attack in the light route powers up with the more allies you have available on your team. Slam Launcher. Press down and heavy near the opponent to launch them into the air with the Slam Launcher. After
The smash
launching the
attack.
opponent, you have a set duration of time to perform a series of follow-up attacks while mid-air. With a few attacks in, press down and heavy to perform a powerful knockdown, or forward and heavy to trigger a blowback attack. Assemble
Interesting.
assist.
So these are the things where you get them launched into a combo or something of that nature, and you want to do the blowback attacks because they unlock your other characters. That's what I kind of understood it to be, you know? It's very different, dude. This is very different.
Activated with combinations of the assist button and different directional inputs.
People were telling me the game was going to have a dust button. I'm like, no dust button. It was always going to have a down H. Dust button.
Can perform a variety of team actions. Press the assist button or assist and forward to
Oh, okay. So this is the order 1, 2, 3.
summon your ally in the first slot. Press down and assist
Yep.
to summon your ally in the second slot. And press back
does it do
and
the
assist
gimmicky stuff
to
where it
summon your ally
changes?
in the third slot. You can also swap with your ally character by holding the assist button when calling in the ally. Alternatively, you can swap in your ally by pressing the assist button when an assist attack hits or during your ally's standby animation.
Yeah.
If you've summoned multiple assists, you can tag in with the last ally.
That's crazy. How do you do multiple assists then? Do you just like press forward back? Like button and then back button, and then it just sends them the first character and then the third character?
Called in. A tag cannot be performed if either your lead character or ally are hit by an opponent's attack during the assist.
Yeah, so it's like if I just roll the stick and just mash the assist button, the assemble button or whatever it is, does that like just give us everybody all at once? Maybe. Yeah, you don't need forward for the first assist technically, so it's like down and back. Probably just like roll the stick. Directional. That's what I mean.
There are various types of assemble assist actions. The assist attacks will change depending on the slot each ally is in. If an ally is summoned in mid-air, or after performing an attack with the lead character. When calling an assist while on the ground, the assist attack type is determined by which slot you are calling in. Tapping assist summons the ally in the first slot to perform a shooter assist, generally using projectiles.
Okay.
The down
Always a
and assist
projectile.
input summons the ally in the second slot to perform a vertical assist, generally with
Okay.
an anti-air attack. Lastly, the back and assist input summons the ally in the third slot to perform an assault assist.
Wow, that is complicated. So, depending on where your assists end up lying in the rotation, actually changes which one it is. Interesting, right? So that's what's crazy about that is that as soon as you tag, those roles have effectively changed. Every single one shifts, and now the Dr. Doom becomes the anti-air assist or whatever. You know what I mean? So when you swap, like it's almost like it's disincentivizing to tag. It's hard to tell, man. They don't all shift, you just swap. So if they all remain in the same place, then that makes a lot more sense. We have to watch a tag happen to see that happen.
An attack that leverages the unique abilities of that particular ally. Calling an ally mid-air performs an aerial assist. Assemble Rush. Pressing assist after your lead character lands an attack brings in an ally to perform a lunging attack. This costs 1 bar of assemble gauge, but it is highly versatile to keep a combo going or to cover.
Wow. So if you want to call assists actively while doing attacks, an active assist costs resources. It literally costs like drive gauge. That is an interesting limitation, right? That's almost like an MK1 situation. It's the reverse of Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's literally the reverse. It's not on a cooldown. Yeah, I'm wondering how that recovers. Is that like BB tag? Weird. BB tag assist limitation. Yeah. So it's like you cannot. Well, what would happen in other games is that you can't just like do that willy-nilly. By the time you rotate all the way around, the other assists have to recharge. So that's what I'm curious about. Like usually there's like a 2 to 3 second cooldown in other games. So I'm wondering if that's the same thing here. If it's like a 2 to 3 second cooldown on all this stuff and you just have to wait for them to come back. Maybe.
For a blocked attack.
We need to see actual gameplay.
Assemble Smash is a powerful attack that lets you endure hits from the start of your move and until just before your attack lands.
It's an overhead attack that cannot be blocked while crouching. So you have a UOH in this game. There's a universal overhead. Huh. BB Tag also had a universal overhead. It totally did. And it wasn't bad either. It was okay. That's dust. It's also technically a dust, yeah. But BB Tag had something very similar. The 6M, yeah.
On contact, you can spend your assemble gauge to perform a follow-up attack by pressing the assist button. Each ally's follow-up attack costs 1 bar of assemble gauge, but garners stronger.
Bro, after the overhead, you get big combos?
Effects. The aerial version is a lunging move that tracks to the opponent's position.
They also added Super Dash. They literally added Super Dash to the game. Wow, my dude. Wow. So wait, that costs a resource though?
But garners stronger effects. The aerial version,
Air, L, and A? A was like on the bottom.
Is a lunging move that tracks to the opponent's position.
Wow, and it goes through projectiles just like Dragon Ball. Dog. It isn't an overhead. It doesn't have armor. It can nullify projectiles. This, I want to see Iron Man like 60 feet in the sky and Cap presses this on the ground and he just goes, woo, and just flies up. I need to see how this shit works. I need to see.
The aerial version is a lunging move that tracks to the opponent's position.
And that costs 1 of your green gauges, right? You liking what I'm seeing? Dude, I don't know what the process of all of this. It's so many different games. It's definitely not Marvel. It's not MAHVEL. It is a mixture of like everything Arc System Works has almost ever made.
Assemble counter. Press assist, light, and back simultaneously to perform an assemble counter. This costs 1 bar of assemble gauge to activate, but endures attacks directly after activation and performs a counterattack with
So can you tag off of it or something? Is that possible?
an ally.
It's more like Elden Ring. Yeah, exactly, chat.
Use this with caution, though, as it leaves you vulnerable if it whiffs.
Oh, what was that?
Use this with caution, though, as it leaves you...
Oh, he does this crazy slow... It's Vshift. Like, no shit. It's Vshift from Street Fighter V, but it enters a true counter hit state if it lands. Huh.
You vulnerable if it whiffs.
Interesting.
Super Assemble. Pressing a direction and assist during a super skill calls in an ally to perform their super skill.
Oh, DHCs.
After the attack, the called-in ally will be swapped in as the lead character. Super Assemble can be performed up to 2 times in a row.
Bro, what is this screen? What does that say?
As the lead character. Super Assemble can be...
Animator extraordinaire. What? Antimatter? Dude, oh my God. They are saying the names of the supers like it's Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Antimatter Extractor, yeah. It literally says the name of the super in the background as the character is doing the super. No kidding, that's a Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter thing. Shinku Hadouken! Like all that goofy shit. The icon switch positions? Shut up.
Calls in an ally to perform
So Doom is at the top. Look. Doom's at the top.
their super skill.
Okay, Cap comes
After
in.
the attack,
Cap switched.
the called-in ally will be swapped in as the lead character.
Bro, it moved. It moved. Chat, it moved. This is so complicated. It
After the
moved,
attack.
dude. So now, no longer, it's not the entire team, though. You're right. It was just Doom, right?
Skill calls in an ally to perform their super skill. After
Bro, what? What?
the attack,
So just the first two move? It swaps. So if I did the bottom one, it goes to the bottom. If I did the left one, it just swaps. Okay, so it's not a rotation, it's a swap. All right. That makes sense. Dude, this is so sick. What, Cap, what happened to your ass? Man. That is not America's ass right there, chat. That is not America's ass. I don't know what I'm looking at, but that is not America's ass.
the called-in ally will be swapped in as the lead character. Super Assemble can be performed up to 2 times in a row.
Up to 2 times in a row. So you can DHC twice, full 3-character DHC?
Making it an effective option, capable of unleashing 3 characters' super skills in one fell swoop.
But what about ultimates? Do we not have enough resources to DHC into an ultimate? Is that not a thing we can do?
It costs 50 skill gauge each time to activate, so keep an eye on your gauges when you go for it.
Yeah, it costs... Oh, because it costs a pip. Right, it's 50 per skill, so I'm saying if I wanted to tag into the ultimate after like the first one, spend 50 on the first one, and then the next one's 100, I think the ultimate skill costs 100. Is that a thing?
Crossover is a defensive technique that calls in an ally to cut in while you block. This can be executed by inputting assist and light while
So alpha counters, okay. But they peace out very, very slow.
blocking, and is a great option to go on the offense, as it lets you interrupt the opponent's attacks. However, the opponent can counter this with their own Crossover Reflect. Crossover Reflect can be performed by pressing assist and light during the opponent's crossover.
Whoa. Go back. I need to see the risk reward associated with this and why it's good.
Great option to go on the offense, as it
So wait a minute. Can I tag into Doom here? You can counter the counter, but but this is just like an alpha counter. It's just like a get off me sort of situation. Can I like tag into Doom to continue the combo?
lets you interrupt the opponent's attacks.
Yeah, like I get it. It costs 1 bar, but if like the result is just a 1-hit alpha counter, big deal, you know?
However, the opponent can counter this with their own Crossover Reflect. Crossover Reflect
So once you do it back to them, chat, there's a very funny thing. There's a very funny thing in this interaction that I'm going to directly be talking about very soon. That's crazy that it works this way, but it works a bit differently.
can be performed
In another
by
game.
pressing assist and light during the opponent's crossover. If you execute a Crossover Reflect at the last moment, this becomes a perfect reflect and triggers a counterattack against the opponent.
Yeah, so my question is, it's just like a single hit, you know? It's like 1 hit. So it doesn't really lead to much. Can you like in MVC games, you can alpha counter into it becomes in the special, and then you can do super or something like that after, right? Oh, it prevents them from assisting.
And their ally. Mastering the timing to execute a perfect reflect is quite challenging, but if successful, it prevents the player from summoning assists for a duration, giving you the upper hand.
Okay. So you don't want to... The reward isn't that nuts. It's sort of like a Slam Master, but kind of not. Yeah, and if you catch them with it, it's like a penalty. It's the one get off me tool, right? Some things have invulnerability, but not everything has invulnerability. This one seems to be particularly defensive. Yeah. It's weird because like the reward is just a get off me, you know, with nothing after.
This mechanic can be tough to master, but give it a shot once you get a hang of the controls.
Huh.
いかがだったでしょうか？
Yeah, it seems to be like specifically a defensive mechanic, right?
エキサイティングな体験を提供できるようスタッフ一同全力で開発に取り組んでいます。世界初私有となるエポでのトライアル版をぜひ楽しんでください。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズはプレイヤーの皆さんと一緒に育てていきたいと思っています。皆さんからの忌憚のないフィードバックをお待ちしています。また今後の発表を見逃さないよう各種 SNS をフォローしてください。それではエボでお会いしましょう。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。
So, I want to watch more. Big supers. Damn, dude, Miss Marvel looks good here. Boof. Thoughts. I have to like move over here because we're gonna figure out a better camera angle. I don't have to shift myself too much, chat. Thoughts. It is a lot. It doesn't seem necessarily super difficult. It doesn't seem like it's insane, but there's a lot of like mechanics on mechanics, which isn't a bad thing because it's a relatively like straightforward game. It has motion inputs. It looks like it had fireball forward, fireball back, and down, down. I didn't see any DP inputs, but funny enough, the big super is half circle back forward, you know? Are you too dumb to play? I don't think so. To be real, I don't. Oh, there was a DP input. I missed it. I don't think it's that crazy, but it is a 12-minute video going over a beginner's guide. This is actually just a core functionality of the game and nothing else. It's a lot to unpack. And I think the reason there is a lot to unpack is because it is so different. It is not Dragon Ball. It is not only BB Tag. It is not only Guilty Gear Strive. It is not only any of those things. It's kind of like a huge mixture of a whole bunch of stuff. Dude, when you start playing a match, you don't have access to your whole roster. So that's insane. That's bizarre that you have to go through rounds to eventually unlock characters to get more health through throwing or smash attacks or anything like that. It's so crazy. But is it good? Well, I mean, I'm just saying it looks fun. What I like about it is that it isn't necessarily Marvel, right? If there's one thing that is like emphatic about this is not traditional Marvel versus Capcom. It is not, dude. This is going for something way different. In fact, the team aspect of it seems very specific. It does not play like any other team game that we have ever seen, because all the team games that we've ever played are pretty much built on the foundation of MVC for the most part. And this is not doing that, man. It's very different. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of an arcade game. It feels very arcade-ish, of like you're going to press things and things happen and do stuff, but then there's like a level of control to everything else that you do. So it feels very much like we want to get you in and check out this machine, look at all this stuff you can do. It feels that way, man. It really feels that way, like it's a new concept. And that actually has me the most excited. I don't know how this game's going to play, dude. I have no clue. All I can tell from the surface level, it looks a bit slow. Just a little bit. I'm curious how characters are getting opened up outside of that fatty overhead, right? Big armored fatty overhead. How unsafe is the fatty overhead, you know? How quickly does the assist meter return? How quickly does that come back when you're fighting? Because we saw it getting depleted when you would use assists on block or on hit, but how fast do they come back? Because there's assist timers, right? In traditional games, Dragon Ball FighterZ as well. You have to wait like a few seconds. So can you punish assists? Yeah, have we seen assists? Are there happy birthdays? The life bars aren't very big, dude. Mashing an auto combo did 50% on like the heavy auto combo if you had the meter. It did a lot. So I'm wondering, like, where are the limiters, right? Where is the combo limiters? Is it going to be gravity scaling? Is it going to be hit stun scaling? Is it going to be like, is there a combo gauge that fills? I still have several questions, bro. I still have several questions after watching this. It's best of 3 rounds, which is kind of like nuts, but the life bars aren't huge. They're pretty normal sized. So It didn't look like there was a ton of juggling. Yeah, that's another thing. But we didn't. I don't think the biggest combos we were seeing were light, medium, heavy, super. We were not seeing anything crazy in here at all. We were not seeing any really big combos with like combo extensions either. But if the rounds go quickly, I think I'm okay with that. I think that is neat. But if the rounds go by that fast, dude, then there's not going to be that much tagging because there won't be much of an incentivization to use the other characters. I don't know. It feels like team composition is going to be so bizarre in this game because you don't want to swap around your team very much, you know? You don't want to flip things in and out. There is no free tagging. Well, there is. You just like hold the direction with the assemble button, I think, and then you get a raw tag. But you can also assist and then tag in late, which is the first game to do that was pretty much like Power Rangers and BB Tag. Very similar to that, you know? It's the same kind of stuff that's happening with 2XKO. Very similar tagging. Looks like an assist fighter, not a tag fighter. That's what's crazy is that you could probably play it that way. You could absolutely play this like it is an assist fighter and not necessarily a tag fighter. I think that's the point. I think that's like there's an allowance for you to be able to do that. You know what I mean? People said there's a move list, and I need to find that. 6 characters, 6 movesets. We just look at Cap because he's like the basis. Ooh, these look good. These look good. Trick Shield. Oh, that's his unique. Okay, so whoa. They're putting 3 different specials on the unique button, on the gimmick button, and there's fireball, DPs, and downs. Soaring Justice. Character so he can throw his shield various angles with the trick button. Pressing U after throwing the shield performs an attack that causes it to rebound. Okay, I kind of love it that characters have a gimmick button. I kind of love it. It reminds me of Injustice, you know? Technical character controls the wind tempest from gimmick impacts or other actions. Changing the direction or speed of our normal attacks and skills. That's weird. Damn, that artwork, though. Holy crap. Specializes in mid to long range combat with projectile-based approach. Nullify shield can block opponents' projectiles. Serve as a wall to prevent the opponent from closing in. You can activate flight by holding up while grounded. I want to know what that looks like, dude. Does he get the jetpack in his butt? Does he get the butt jetpack? Arsenal projectiles such as Repulsor and Unibeam. He specializes in fighting from mid-range. He also has many options for aerial movement. 8-directional air dash. We have our first tri-dasher, bro. The game has tri-dashing. Flight activated by holding up when grounded, can also perform various aerial movements as a follow-up with his unique skills. The game has tri-dashing. A successful tri-dasher. That's crazy. Where's Magneto? Shooting character who can fire a variety of projectiles, can switch between 4 elements with his gun. Changing the properties of the Elemental Blast and Elemental Outlaw? It changes his super? Huh? He also has many options for aerial movement with an 8-way directional air. He also is an 8-way air dasher? Yo, what? What the hell? That's wild, dude. And you're right. He has a, what is it? Not Goten. Who the hell was it that can modify their super and add more to it? Gohan could do that in Dragon Ball. Iron Man can do the same thing. He's Gohan. Miss Marvel. Normals have great range, boasts of excellent mobility, stretchy limbs. Her unique lets her move in various directions and even grab the opponent as an attack. All right. Yeah, I can say that I'm emphatically very happy with the gimmick button. I think the gimmick button is a really good idea. I like it because it's going to lead to a whole bunch more specials outside of all this basic stuff, you know? Miss Marvel can't air dash. She doesn't have a jetpack in her ass, bro. What do you want? She cannot perform an aerial she can't perform a normal air dash? Wow. A normal air dash. That's brutal. She will have arm movement. Yeah, I get it. She does. Well, you know what? That's another good thing is that characters are doing movement in different ways across the board. That not every single character is just a generic back dasher, forward dasher. Like, movement is different per character. Now, that is actually a good thing in my opinion. Bruh. So you know what's nuts is that we get all this information, we get all this stuff on the game, and it's like we still need to play it. It's like we still do not have all of the information because how this all works together is like, it looks relatively normal and straightforward when we're seeing matches. It looks kind of like 1v1-y, but then That's likely going to completely change when you're fighting somebody. That's where I want to see stuff change, bro. That's where I really want to see.